Hello, this is the informational chat concerning intrastate and interstate adoption. I'm Dr. Berger, a psychologist and founder and director of a not-for-profit and fully licensed adoption agency that has helped pregnant women, birth mothers, birth fathers, and adopting families for over 40 years. We have helped in all kinds of adoptions and have completed over 900. I've found that many birth parents and adopting families are confused about conducting an adoption that involves more than one state. Let me try to clear up any confusion you may have. If the birth parent and child reside in the same state as the adopting family, this is called an intrastate adoption. In this situation, once the family has physical custody of the child, they can take the baby home and they do not have to cross the state line or any state line since they all live in the same state. Now, if the birth mother and baby reside in a different state than the persons adopting the child, this is called an interstate adoption. In this case, an interstate adoption, once the adopting family has taken physical custody of the child, they cannot immediately take the baby home since the law, actually an act that's been accepted by all 50 states, prohibits the child being moved from one state to another with the intention of adoption until both states have approved the transfer. The two main but very important differences are that first, in an intrastate, one state, adoption, you must meet the requirements of only that one state, while in an interstate adoption, you must meet the requirements of at least two states, and sometimes even three. This means that critical issues, such as the termination of parental rights of the birth mother and birth father, the required post-placement supervisory visits, all the paperwork, and the finalization of the adoption, need to be looked at and addressed in each state. The processes involved are also different in an interstate adoption. Second, in an interstate adoption, that is involving more than one state, the requirements of what is called the Interstate Compact Act for the Placement of Children must be met. This act, the Interstate Compact Act, abbreviated ICPC, is one of only two laws that is the same for all 50 states as regards adoption. Remember, literally every state has its own adoption laws, and no two are the same. One of the most important parts of the Interstate Compact Act says that before a child can be taken from one state to the other for the purpose of adoption, both states must give their approval. This means that in an intrastate adoption involving only one state, once the family has physical custody of the child, they can take the child immediately home. That's if it's an intrastate adoption. However, in an interstate adoption, two or more states, the family cannot legally take the child out of the state where the child is a resident until the state and the adopting family state of residence both give their approval. To receive this approval, the adoption agency or the adoption attorney you're working with will file papers with the Interstate Compact Office located in the states involved. Until the family gets approval, while the adults can travel wherever they want, the child cannot cross the state line where the child was residing. It usually takes between 5 to 15 business days to get this approval. I hope the above has been helpful. If you want more information about this or any other adoption issues, you're welcome to contact me or my staff at the number and our website address shown in the description of this video. My best wishes to you and to those you love.